All right, we're following this breaking news out of East Hollywood. LAPD in the slow pursuit right now, as you see that vehicle in front of the black and white moving very slowly in the Hollywood Boulevard, Kingsley Drive area of Hollywood. That's because that car at one point had hit a spike strip and was dragging it. And then that eventually came off of the vehicle. But we're trying to take a look at. Apparently, there have been 5 different spike strip, I'm being told. Now we're watching as LAPD does a very slow pit maneuver, trying to get just that right angle to get this car to slow down and come to a stop. Didn't quite have the kind of momentum. Do we know what the ask is for why they're following this vehicle in the first place? Anybody? All right, we don't know anything as yet, but there you go. The perfect pit in that's just enough to get this car to be going in the opposite direction and then be surrounded by the black and whites. Other vehicles are trying to get out of the way, but wow, this driver is quite persistent, continuing on with all of that damage to the wheels. You can tell that the front wheels of this car are all crushed and mangled and whatnot, but no, the driver is going to continue along as we see the car slowly perhaps coming to a near stop. Oh, look, all of the wheels are damaged by those spike strips. As many as 5 spike strips laid out for this car, and they were run over by the car, which is going to burst those tires and create this situation where it's very difficult to go very much faster than the car is going right now. And despite that pit maneuver, the car keeps going, despite the fact that at one point there were two patrol cars surrounding the car. So now at this point, the driver is just trying to stay free for as long as possible, because that just means he or she is not in custody. But it's pretty clear there's no real escape route for this person, this driver in this car. Quite the interesting pursuit, though, when you consider all those spike strips. Meantime, we're hearing that the want for this car is a stolen vehicle. I'd hate to be the owner of this car and be watching this and knowing that there is quite a bit of damage now as they're trying to catch up with the driver and the suspect stealing this car. This is a very well-known area of Hollywood. You see that apartment building there. A lot of old-timey actors used to stay there back in the 20s and 30s. All right, so keeping an eye on this vehicle, not quite sure what the make is, but very slowly going down Serrano Avenue. Right now, we're being told that 3 of the 4 tires are down to the rim. That accounts for the wobbliness that you see and the slow speed that this driver is going. It looks maybe as if the window was open and the driver might have looked back, perhaps not. So we keep watching as this car is just very slowly. Look how slow it's going down these narrow streets of the Hollywood area. 13, 14 miles per hour. Skyfox pretty much like right on top of this person. And meantime, so are the police right behind this vehicle. Now, it's not possible to do a pit in this kind of situation where things are so narrow, but there was at least one successful pit that turned the guy around, and he was followed by patrol cars and surrounded by patrol cars. Okay, now the driver is at a stop, dragging part of the strip, emergency flashers going. Again, if this is a stolen car, do you want that car back? I mean, what do you tell your insurance company? Meantime, other people are having to make decisions on what to do. They see that this car is disabled. Oh, look at pedestrians as well.